Hello again. My name's Gabe Zona. What did I hear this morning? Well, you know how the Democrats, they decided to cut Mary Landrieu loose because they don't really need her in the Senate because she can't really add any value because they're so far underwater. And then they went ahead and they decided to support her because they were sending a rather frightening message to their other Democratic members. We only need you when we need you. And then Harry Reid, well, he jumped in. Well, I'm going to dust off the pipeline, the Keystone pipeline, and we're going to put it back on for a vote. And then you got Mary Landrieu. I wants to go for the pipeline because I wants to have jobs for all the people in Louisiana. I don't care if I'm not tied to that vote. I just want to do the right thing for the people of Louisiana. Well, see, here's the problem. Fox News just reported that a number of states, 8 in particular, and again, all the numbers aren't compiled yet, but the residents in Louisiana that have Obamacare or are contemplating the acquisition of Obamacare, well, they, along with 8 other states that we now know of, are going to experience premium increases in the double digits. Now, you know what that means? That means 20% or greater. So let's say you've got someone that's paying $1,000. Well, add another $200 to that premium. Yeah. This is crazy, folks. Totally and completely insane. But hey, you know the good news is, if the people in Louisiana and those other southern states, they're mainly the southern states that have reported, become aware of this, you think Mary Landrieu's got a snowball's chance in getting back to the Senate so she can continue feeding it the public trough? Huh? You know, I posted a series of photographs of Mary when she first went in to the Senate. She was rather attractive, and she turned into a big fat sow. She looks a lot like Hillary Clinton, you know what I mean? There isn't a lot of difference between the two. Bloated, like a cancerous rat. So what has to happen now is the people in Louisiana, in the southern states, need to know. They need to know now, because I don't want to see Mary Landrieu continue feeding at the public trough. She's the one that voted for Obamacare. Matter of fact, she held up Obama for $350 million. The Louisiana kickback. Google the Louisiana kickback. Huh? While you're at it, Google a Cornhusker deal. Yeah, these senators, you know, they know how to try to stay in power. But Mary Landrieu, you voted for Obamacare. You didn't give a damn about the Keystone pipeline until you needed it. And you know what, Mary? It's too late. Your goose is about to be cooked. That's what I think. I'm hoping the citizens of Louisiana become aware of their premium price increases, along with those other states that we know of. There's more to follow. Huh? And you add all that up, and then you take a look at what this Jonathan Gruber did, and how he feels about the American people, and how that nutjob Nancy Pelosi, Jonathan Gruber, who? Yeah, unbelievable. And that floppy-eared doper in the Oval Office. If you like your doctor, you can keep him. You like your insurance, you can keep that too. Well, he knew he was lying because he had this Gruber guy in the White House countless times. I could just see them all sitting around with that skag Valerie Jarrett. They're all rubbing their hands. Are we going to give it to these folks out there or what? Are we going to bend them over? Well, Thank God the videotape surfaced. So far we got 4 of them on Grubber. I gotta believe there's more to come. And you know, what really has to happen, and I've said this, I don't want to continue repeating myself, but there needs to be a congressional hearing. Grubber needs to be put on the stand under oath. He needs to be asked the chief's involvement. You know, the jackass at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue hanging out with that transgender and those kids where he got from who knows where. So once again, what do you think? I sort of told you what I think.